What up, y'all? I am your girl Kandi, and you are checking out MadameNoire.com. I don't think that my mother's feelings or her thoughts about Todd are valid. No. Yes, I'm gonna have to go forward without my mother's blessing, unfortunately, because she's not giving it. So the question is for me right now: am I gonna go forward and do something just small, as far as the wedding is concerned, or am I still gonna try to do something bigger, which is not really sounding like the best idea for me, because if my mom's not gonna be there, then like the whole big to do is not really sounding as appealing. Well, if she came and she wasn't being pleasant, is that really good either? I don't know about that. Everybody, asks that question, but I will say that for me, that is not the most appealing idea. I'm not gonna say definitely not, but at the same time, I'm not jumping at it just because it just seems like it's too much pressure. I would say that for me, to me, it's frustrating when I put out a record and I guess like the labels and stuff that I do it with or I partner with, if they don't push it like I want them to push it, I get all frustrated and mad about it because I'm passionate about my music. So that's when I tend to just pull back and be like, okay, I'm not gonna do it if it's not gonna be able to be out there like I want it to be, because you don't want to feel like you put all your heart and soul into an album and nothing's gonna happen with it. So I guess that's why I really don't do it as much. So we are gonna put out something. We are gonna do something. I am gonna do something just because, I'm doing records all the time. I just never put them out. I do not want to, this is what I found when I did the last song, Stay Prayed Up. I got so much backlash for doing a gospel song because, I guess because my life isn't totally right with the walk with God that most people want to see, you know what I mean? But I feel like I represent a lot of people that believe in God, but we may not necessarily be doing all the right things as far as, of course, I have sex before marriage, or I have an adult bedroom candy line, or I'm doing stuff that, a lot of people talk about sex, I guess because I got candy coated nights and different stuff like that. So they feel like, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to have a gospel song. And I had so many people say really, really mean things to me on Twitter and different things, just because of that. And I felt like, okay, so I guess they want you to be perfect to even do a song praising the Lord. Should we just be able to praise the Lord? I'm sorry, but okay. Y'all can have that. I was, and I stopped. And then, I know that's horrible, but it just seems like when I was doing so much of everything else, I didn't really have time to focus like I should. I don't know how Phaedra does it, how she's going to school, for the mortuary school and stuff, and because it seems like you just need more time to really focus on the books and doing the work, and I just haven't had that type of time. I don't go into full detail of the active sex with my daughter, but I do talk about sex as far as, what can happen if you have sex, and the fact that, to me, my daughter's in 6th grade now, and that's when a lot of kids start having sex. Unfortunately, people don't want to hear that, but kids are in middle school having sex. I come from a big family. I got a lot of little cousins, and they all would come to me when stuff, happens or whatever, because I was the more easier family member to talk to. And I feel like a lot of adults aren't realistic about sex and stuff like that. But there's so many, things that we want to prevent. I don't think you should start waiting till after you find out your kid is having sex before you start talking to them about it. So for me, I have the conversation with my daughter, about, what it means when you start having those feelings, and, what happens if you do start having sex, as far as young girls are having periods and stuff like that, and different things, So yeah, I want her to have that conversation with me and not learn it from her peers. For right now, the first ruling because we went to federal court and went in her favor on a technicality. They said it was better suited for state court. So we're refiling it in state court. And that's it. So I love the movie. I thought it was great. I thought it was a well done story. And then I love the people that they casted to play them. Did a great job. I mean, I saw the stories where different people didn't like the fact that they felt like things were left out, but I mean, it was only, 2 hours or whatever. Like, they couldn't put their whole life in just that short period of time. Some things were gonna get left out. So for what they did, I thought it was great. I mean, I feel like they deserve a miniseries so they could really tell more. But I mean, it was amazing for what I saw to me. I've met Pebbles plenty of times. I mean, she's always been very nice, but I've never had to do one-on-one business with her. So, I mean, I can't speak on any of that, but she's a nice person. When it comes to bedroom Kandi, like, that's a brand. You know, it's established now. We also have our in-home party consultants. So, we got hundreds of women across the country that are bedroom Kandi consultants. So that's not just going somewhere. That's there. But he supports it. But then Candy Coated Nights, he doesn't really like it because I am so open to talk about a lot of things. So he just doesn't come and he doesn't watch it. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, Candy Coated Nights is a show that I do for fun, really. And, hey, I mean, I think it's necessary.